Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, everybody. It is the 9:59. I'm Jeffrey Gittimer. You may know me as sales guy, books all over the place, little self-aggrandizement first thing in the morning, never hurt anybody, including you. And I want to talk to you today about Hump Day because it is, in fact, known throughout the world, and maybe not, I don't know, as Hump Day. But for me, it's way more than that. It is Happy Day. But that's not what I'm naming it. I'm not naming it Happy Day. I've decided in my wisdom to name it Humor Day. And if you are desirous of any kind of humor, then start on the day of Hump. Come on. This is Floyd the Barber from the Andy Griffith Show. For those of you not from America, he was the funniest guy on the show. And he was always known as Floyd. And of course, Pink Floyd, the great rock and roll band of all time. And somebody created this t-shirt, Pink Floyd. And it's really only for people that are fans of Andy Griffith's show. But I'm one of them. And when I wear this around town, I live in the South, and the Andy Griffith Show is all about the South and North Carolina, Mayberry. And this shirt creates conversation and smiles. I don't even have to say anything. People are smiling. What is your humor day today? What are you contradicting? Well, Jeffrey, I'm not very funny. Okay. So humor is a science and you can learn it. Start here. Steve Allen, How to Be Funny. Discovering the Comic You. Or anything by Pat Hazel, who wrote for Seinfeld for years and is as funny as any human being I know. Or Steve Rizzo, who is also as funny as any human being I've ever known. And they all have books and they all have websites and they all have stuff. So search for Pat Hazel. One L or two L's? I think it's two L's. And let's go Steve Rizzo. And you have this, you have I just shoot this. Steve Allen, How to Be Funny. It's an out of print book. You can get it on eBay, probably for $5, maybe $10. But it's full of how to be funny. And he tells stories and he gives ideas, and it's all about the funny side of you. Read it. You might learn something. So, everybody has a problem. And the problem is not as deep as you think it is. You know my father, right? Problem, son? Oh, yeah. Anything 10 grand wouldn't cure, son? No. Now, that was in the 60s. Jen, there's two of you here. Take one of you off the thing. There's two of you on the live stream. Which one do I pick? I'll pick this one.
That one.
Okay. You're a little fuzzy. Where are you?
Hold on, I'll fix that. Keep talking.
All right. So we're going to do an episode of Sell or Die based on humor today. And I think the best thing to do in that situation is for you to just kind of kick back and put yourself in a happy mood or a happy mode and try your best to picture yourself funnier than you actually are, because most people are not that funny. They're just not, especially if they're from a city where nothing funny happens, like Philly or New York. You have to kind of go to the suburbs to be able to make something happen. Jenny, the picture is really bad, and you're really freezing up, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because at the beach, our internet blows. And it blows to a point where we're going to have to do something about it and file some kind of papers to be able to get better internet service. As you can see, my beautiful wife is frozen in a position of wanting to be there, but not really there yet. So I'm going to take her away until she gets back to her whatever. In the meantime, this is a lesson on you and hump and humor. You and hump and humor. What are you doing? Let's try this one. Hi, Jen.
Hey, is that better?
No, it's still fuzzy.
I'm plugged in. I'm hardwired.
I know, but the hard wire is bad. So my recommendation is let's call AT&T and get real internet service. Or let's call somebody and get real internet service at the beach because it's really bad. You're frozen and then unfrozen and then frozen and then unfrozen. So we will do a version of Sell or Die on Friday, and I promise you it will be better. Jenny, I love you, honey.
Yes. Okay, I love you. So I'm still I'm frozen?
Well, you're not frozen, but you're fuzzy, and it's really bad. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's annoying. I'll just say that. And I love you. So, okay. So,
well, then I'll leave. Bye.
Hasta banana. So the challenge that you have in humor, in any humor, is it funny to somebody else or only funny to you? Don't tell jokes. Tell stories. Tell or revive humorous situations. Have a library that there's mine. This is my humor library. It's huge. You're only seeing like 10% of it. And it's because I study humor. And you can do exactly the same thing. I'm giving you this morning the best idea for a humor book ever. And some of you will buy it and some of you will not. That's not my problem. I'm giving you the information. You decide what to do with it. I learned a long time ago that I'm a carrier of a bag of cement and a bucket of water. And you either make a stepping stone out of it or a stumbling block. It is 100% up to you. Now, what do you do for humor? What do you do for humor? How do you put humor into your life? That's what I want to know. Share it with the other people in the group here, because there's got to be a way that you can be funnier. Huh? Come on. What are you doing? Yeah, you know what? Everybody has their thing. He's a good one. He's a piano player, French comedian, humorist, funny guy. There's a lot of funny guys. Study humor. Study humor. That's the best thing I can say on a Wednesday, because we're changing it to Humor Day. No more Hump Day. Hump Day is freaking over. I mean, it's totally over. Do not work for yourself. Work for the great idea that stands at the apex of your great purpose. Christian D. Larson. Man, am I collecting his stuff. Thanks, Joe. Great stuff. Guy's really good. But for me, maybe I'm selfish, but I kind of do work for myself. I work for the outcome. That's probably the best way to put it. I work for the outcome that says, this is what's going to happen, and this is why it's going to happen. And this is when it's going to happen. And this is what will happen after it happens. Isn't that cool? So it's happening. And it happens for you. Number 2, Randall. Good morning. We build our lives each day with bricks and habits we have. Woo. With the bricks of habits. I talked to Harvey yesterday. He's doing much better. Love him. Just totally love him. So I'll send this on his way, and we'll see what happens to the great Harvey McKay today and tomorrow. I love him. Plain and simple. Now, Mazda Man, customers want to learn, but they resist being taught. Ooh. Whoa. You know, I have for years, I've listened to sales managers say, now we have to educate our customers. Do you think that your customer is sitting by a phone, literally with his hand on the phone going, boy, I sure hope our customers call today because we're pretty stupid. And if they call us, then we'll be educated and be the smartest people on the planet. And no, customers don't need an education. They need an answer. They need something that will help them win. That's what they really need. McKay's moral: if you're persistent, you will get it. If you're consistent, you will keep it. This is so good. 2 for Harvey. That's cool. You know, this guy literally launched my writing career. I read Swim with the Sharks, and it was inspirational to me. I don't know if you all have Swim with the Sharks or not. It may be that I can take just a 5-second break here. Let me show you my copy if I can find it real quick. Uh-oh. I think I can. This is my original copy of Swim with the Sharks. And that's not the whole title. Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive is the title. Outsell, outmanage, outmotivate, and out-negotiate your competition. So this was him in 1988 when the book came out. And as you can see by the Post-it notes, these were some of the important things that I found inside the book. And of course, it's underlined, and of course, it's meaningful to me. If you don't have a destination, you'll never get there. And just see how easy the book is to read. It's so easy to read. There's two or three pages to a chapter, and done. And I devoured this book. Is it funny? Actually, it is pretty funny. There's a lot of smiles inside the book. You don't always have to laugh, but you have to have humor. It's humor day. It is humor day. Did I mention that? It's unbelievable. I don't understand why more people don't do it. The haunting words of Jim Rohn have rung in my ears for more than 3 decades. Formal education will earn you a living. Self-education will earn you a fortune. And with the state of the economy and the training cutbacks, this message is more urgent and relevant than ever. Boom. Boom. Thanks, Mark. Sweden, Henry Hazlitt. I have a book by him. The doubtful attitude should be maintained only so long as you're actively searching for evidence bearing on a question. Whoa, thinking is a science. I'm going to reread that. That's pretty damn good. It's raining outside right now. And you can hear the sort of pitter patter on our roof because I'm right at the rooftop. So classic. Yeah, and by the way, just look at the date this guy wrote this, 1916. You know, it is amazing. For me, if you want a new idea, go back and look for something 100 years old. That's where it is. And Toru is here. And good evening, sir. How are you, sir? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good evening. Skylar, Pennsylvania. You know what Pennsylvania means when someone puts it in there? Not Philly. Yep. JR from the JR Cup. of kindness this morning. And all of the people that are here talking about happy and whatever, this is your time. Why enter your time in a mood that's a panic? Why enter your time in a mood that doesn't give you the confidence to move forward? Why? There's no reason. Enter with a smile. Enter with a hope. Enter with an ambition. Enter with something that's definitive, that at the end, when you achieve it, it will make you a happier soul, happier at your core. Not just, I got it done. No, I did it. Boom. And when you have that at your soul, at your core, you win. And if you don't, you haven't really had the experience of winning. You haven't had the experience of achieving. Belgium's in the house? Cool. Happy Humor Day. Exactly. I love it too. And Taru gets shout outs. You know, that's one of the coolest things. Come on, that's one of the coolest things. People are here to help one another. That's the whole deal. It's the last day before vacation, so you know everything's going to get done. First, as always, in the only place that counts. Cool. That's cool. Humor Day, dig it. Some days, when you may be feeling low, shower, get dressed for what you want to do, and find some humor. Yes, easily. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Sneed. How are you doing? The real work of a person's life on this earth is determined more than anything else by the things he writes indelibly and the things he engraves deeply in the lives of others. Cabot Robert, founder of the National Speakers Association. Pat Hazel, of course. And exactly. Pat Hazel is great for humor. Steve Allen is great for humor. What are your other friends? Come on. Yardley on the Delaware. Boom. Mount Pleasant. Your thoughts bring you back to their likeness, to curse or bless you according to their kind. You will be just what you think you will be. Boom. Find Rizzo. Rizzo is so freaking funny. It's so freaking funny. Seinfeld's funny, but Hazel wrote half of Seinfeld's funny lines. Just keep that in mind. Hazel's funnier than Seinfeld. Just saying. I'm not going to measure it, but I'm just telling you he is. Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Indeed. Hey, Melvin. Sorry about the warehouse fire. I don't know who Melvin is, but so am I. Good humor. Chocolate eclair. I'd run for blocks. Classic. Being the class clown has its rewards. Lead with humor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Purdue. It's all about funny. Come on, it's all about funny. Loads of humor on the golf course today, of course. Good morning, Gittimer. Hey, Fred, I looked that guy up. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for that. We need to somehow connect a little bit deeper than we are. Can you send me an email maybe with your cell phone on it? Jeffrey@Gittimer.com. I would love it. Fred, thanks. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all. Yeah. Cool. Man. Oh, no, that's next Thursday. Very funny. Good morning, all from the edge of Western Australia, the center of the universe. It is actually the epicenter of the universe. If you put a pin on it and draw a line around 10,000 miles, you'll pretty much hit everything. Anthea, nice to see you, sweetie. I have the Allen book, highly recommended. Cool. Good morning from Chicagoland. David King, morning to you, bud. Well, hi, everybody. Well, hi, oh, my God. The Philippines is here. Thank you for the book and people's suggestions how to be funny. Yeah, I'm all about funny. I'm all about funny. You're not funny, something's drastically wrong. You'll notice here that I once developed the habit of pull me into living with the moment. Exactly. Listen, yesterday I went live on the Insiders Club. I'm doing it now Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If you are not a member of the Insiders Club, I'll post the link up. You should really go there. It's really, really good. Good morning, Gloria. Regards. Elliot, where are you from? Two best balls I ever hit in golf was when I stepped on a rake in the sand trap. And there you go. And Ron Goodwin will be here all week. Oh, my God. That's funny. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. So, Jenny, we'll figure it out. I love you so much. Good evening, Angel. Good evening from Kenya. Wow. Wow. Hello from Norway. Education, however obtained, is always an advantage to a man, even as a means of material advancement. It is worthy of being sought after, not to speak of its moral uses as an elevator of character, not to speak of its moral uses as an elevator of character and intelligence. There you go. Man, when something's 100 years old, and this is Samuel Smas is 150 years old, it's hard to read somebody else's writing. Hold on, we have a visitor. You want a break? Oh. Okay, well, give me another 5 if you can. Cool?
I joined class in 5 minutes.
I
joined class in 5 minutes.
Okay. We'll figure it out. I'll be there as soon as I can. It's still early, I agree. Gregory Sneed, it's humor. I recommend staying away from testing humor or making fun of a person. Right. You don't make fun of somebody else. You don't make humor at someone else's expense. You can self-efface humor. I bald all the time. And I can talk to Sneed, who is bald, and we understand each other. We agree with each other. Sorrentino. Oh, yeah, Comedy Writing Secrets. That's a great book. I actually own that book. That is a phenomenal book. Thank you, Phil, for that. Comedians in cars getting coffee. Doug Wing. Sunny Arizona. It's going to be 90 today. Jen is frozen in time. Time only. Exactly. Time only. Just bought it on Amazon. $9. Cool. Very well done. And by the way, if you're, oh crap. Victoria's book launches today. It's right here. If you don't have this book, come on, today is your day to buy it. Risk Forward, Victoria Labalme. If you don't have this book, today is the day to buy it. I better put it in the notes. It's not a good book. It's an amazing book. Victoria. Labalme. Boom. There it is. Buy it. Click on it. Not on this link because the links don't click, of course. But buy it. Just go get it. It's phenomenal. If you don't like it, you send it to me. I'll send you the money. How about that? That's how good. That's how much I know this book will change you. It's phenomenal. If all of our holidays were observed on Wednesdays, we could wind up with 9-day weekends. Oh my God, that's classic. I post humorous videos of my cats on Facebook. Cool. Cool. This is carefully telling a woman she looks fuzzy. Exactly. Exactly. This is going to be fun. I concur. Okay, everyone's saying hello to everybody else. There's a lot of comments on this morning. There's a lot of people on this morning. And I think it's important for you to understand this is where we are right now. We're in a period of time where funny is not an option. I'm going to go from the back to the front, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for being here this morning. Use your humor. I'm going to end with this. Actually, I really should end with the Insiders Club. But you see risk forward with Victoria. Go for it, please. Please. You'll be thanking me for a long, long time. I recommend, tomorrow is Thursday. I'm going to be in the Insiders Club again live. I recommend you go there. And that's what I'm recommending for the day. It's a little investment, but cheap compared to the outcome. Yesterday, it was a great day. Not only are you on there and I interact with you, but you can ask me questions and I will